6:08 right now. Arrested in Kentucky. Real Housewives of Atlanta star Porsha Williams taken into custody while protesting the killing of Breonna Taylor. Francesca Amaker is back now with more on this story. And Francesca, she was one of many arrested yesterday.
Absolutely, Sheba. She was one of 87 people arrested yesterday after protesting outside of the Attorney General office, or the Attorney General's home, rather, of Daniel Cameron in Kentucky. And she wasn't the only one arrested. Also, Tamika Mallory, who's an activist, and Yandy Smith, who is an entertainment manager, was also possibly detained. They want the Attorney General to charge 3 officers in connection with Breonna Taylor's death. The 26-year-old EMT was shot and killed in March when narcotics officers served a warrant at her apartment. Her killing, one of the recent cases that sparked nationwide protests, and the reason why they were out there was because they don't feel like he's moving fast enough or doing anything. Now, of course, this has many of you talking online, seeing a celebrity being detained or arrested. Deborah says they need to vote that AG out if he can't do his job. And Elizabeth says, thanks, Porsha Williams, for taking a stand. Love it. Love it, you go girl, BLM, Black Lives Matter. And some are actually siding with James here. He says nobody watches that show or listens to what she says. Well, guess what, James? Many people are listening to what millions have to say, which is calling for the arrest of those 3 officers. Now, keep in mind that Porsha Williams actually has activism in her blood. Her father, an activist. Her great-grandfather, Hosea Williams, marched with Dr. Martin Luther King right here in Atlanta. And of course, I have to say this, the AG did put out a statement. The Attorney General, he says he promises a thorough and fair investigation. He did not appreciate people protesting outside of his home. And lastly, he says he will be impartial and unbiased. But the protesters say they will be back at his home.